Hello, ladies and germs. It's me, Joker here, and today's Redstone tutorial was actually asked by a Chupacabra 08. So thank you very much, sir. This has taken me the finish line idea you wanted hasn't taken very long. For you that don't know, he asked me on Reddit to build a finish line where he had a clear winner when you're doing a track race, horse race. That makes sense. So anyway, I built this. So the way that I'm imagining it is because unfortunately you can't put this circuit with this circuit, but don't worry about it. Imagine, say this is your starting grid. Now at the minute, no players are selected, and the way this works is with these pistons. So say I put 3 players in. Yeah, 3 players, or I mean, doesn't matter. And they're all ready now at the starting line. Now when I flick these levers, these are the ready levers. As you'll notice, these two don't do anything, but when I press this, you'll hear a little tune and the gates open. Now that's not the only thing going on here. If I select it back to 1 player like that and unready that player, you'll hear the little tune and these lights here as well, giving you a visual indication of your starting line. Timing is perfect on it. I won't go too much into it. I do apologize. Now I shouldn't actually have those there. They were supposed to be replaced. The issue that I'm having is that if you're pushing up against this, you don't seem to have these loaded because they're not what you can see. I found that that's what the new redstone is working on, is what you can see works. If you can't see it, it don't work. So if I flick this lever, you should hear and see the timer. And as you heard, you only actually heard 1 go, and it's when they all load at the same time. Unfortunately, they all are at 4 ticks. So anyway, digressing from what I was saying, is that imagine this is your starting grid, and this is what I imagined anyway. And then say you're doing 3 laps of the track, so you would come back through this first start line until the finish. I couldn't make a lap counter, 6 players and a lap counter. It's a bit inconsistent. If 2 players are too close to each other, they'll trigger the pressure plates, and that would mean an entirely different system down here. But this is what you wanted right here. Now I've tested this with horses, I've tested it with me, and I've tested it with my partner who has run the race with me as well. What I've found is you can't have it so you can select each stage like so, first, second and third. Whoops. So anyway, if I run over this, you'll see what's happening. That fired a little bit earlier than I expected, actually. So let me try that again. I'll just explain to you what's actually going on here as well. So whenever the pressure plates are triggered, this redstone line's getting triggered, powering this block, powering the repeater, same again. And then it's just a redstone wired to a NOR gate with a item in it. The second it detects that, it will push this up. You could probably shorten the timings by removing this here and maybe this repeater here, but I think you're going to run out of signal strength, to be honest. But it's up to you how you do it. I was going to do a full tutorial on this, but it's pretty self-explanatory. I'll just go over it again for you. Redstone line below the trapdoors, power this redstone. Doesn't matter which one's pressed. The first time it is pressed, it will trigger this line, powering these 2 droppers, which is a NOR gate. They are facing into each other. This one's facing down, this one's facing up into here with a block in it. Now you cannot power the dropper directly. If you power it directly, it doesn't seem to do the same job, so it has to be the block underneath. Same when you're doing your reset line, because this will not change its state no matter how many times this line is turned on. Once that line's been turned on, it will not change the state of this, what this comparator is saying. So then to reset it, it has to be fired from the dropper above it to fire the item back down into this one. That's why you have your redstone line just here, which will reset the system, bringing it all down nicely. And like this platform may need a little bit of adjustment, but you guys would have to find that out for yourselves, depending on what type of horses you're using, how fast they are, just general things. It is, as I said, fairly simple, as you saw that, because in fact if I trigger it one more time I'll show you the redstone actually working. So it's been triggered. The redstone dust is no longer in this dropper, it's now in here, which gives us the comparator signal here. Make sure that it's a block next to the bottom dropper and you're taking the signal out of the top dropper, and then it's just a block with a piece of redstone going directly into the piston. The redstone dust is there, which gives us our comparator signal. And then there's the only thing you'll find is if that you may want to like put a repeater. Even if I just show you, can I grab a repeater? Thank you. Put a repeater, that will work as well, but then you've got the timing delay here. That's why I went for the block and redstone dust idea, because it's only one block away. Any further and you'd have to find another power circuit thing from there. So yeah, your final lap, like, you'd all run down here and whoever the winner is would get fired up onto here, and hopefully, I do say hopefully, everybody else should just be able to run over it with the horse, or from what I've witnessed myself. So anyway, enough about that idea. I'm gonna just say to you guys, thank you so much. Like, you've all been doing me like asking for help and stuff. Like, if you need help with my redstone contraptions, don't worry about it, I will help you. If you want a full tutorial on something that somebody has built, I will try and build it, and I will try and do a full tutorial. I want to say a thank you to Bowtie Man. Thank you so much for showing me your 3x3 door. Right now there should be a link to his video. Skippy6 Gaming has done it, but not giving him the credit. So come on guys, go give him some credit for the 3x3 piston door. It actually works and it's gorgeous, I swear to God. Anyway guys, that's all the time I have for today. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, hit that like button for me, and if you've really enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe. But no, my name's Joker, and I'll see you in a mini money mo. Ta-ta.